So masikhuluma ngama-aqueous solutions, remember ukuthi for us to have i-solution so sibe nani ne-solute ne-solvent angisho la uthatha khona a solute and then you dissolve it inside a solvent and then you stir until they dissolve into each other. So ama-aqueous solutions, we'll be just talking about that, dissolving a solute into a solvent, so that we can see what do we have when we dissolve a solute into a solvent. So under aqueous solutions, there can be terms that we need to know. Yeah, there can be terms that we can look at to understand better. So basically, must tata a compound to see dissolve. Must into it dissolve, it just means it separate into its ions. For example, if we are going to take barium chloride, when we are going to dissolve it, parts where solvent ethyl, it can be water. Most of the times, water is the universal solvent, seven side. So, masity, we are dissolving barium chloride inside water. When we say that we are dissolving it inside water, masity into say dissolve or into isa. I just want to show you about dissolve manzin. I'll say solid anymore. So, when again, Lena, ama ions wakhona have separated, so we say it is dissociated. So it would have separated into barium with its charge. It's an ion angish, so must write it charge I. Barium group 2, that's why it's barium 2 plus ubani plus UCl minus. But UCl minus melawe 2 so that our equation can be balanced. And these ions, they must exist in aqueous solution. So when you say that they are existing in aqueous solution, you should see at dissolve phakathi kwaleyo solvent osuke uyidissolve. So lento le esidissolve yona solute yethu. This is our solute. And then we dissolve it into this solvent to produce these ions. So the term dissociate is the term esisebenzisa kakhulu to describe ukuthi you have dissolved something. So when you dissolve a compound, normally when you dissolve a substance, it will dissociate. Should izohlukana into its ions. So it will dissociate. So ama solute, alright, so basically ama solutions, we can say that they are known as electrolytes. Ne? So ama electrolyte solution, it just means they are able to conduct electricity. So njengamanje sithe maso dissolve barium chloride inside water, so thola ama barium ions and Cl minus ions. When you dissolve it inside water and then let's just say you pass a current in the solution and leyo current yakwazi ukuhamba, it means it's an electrolyte. So it's an electrolyte when the solution is forming ions that can conduct the electricity. So electrolyte is all about a solution that can conduct electricity. So solution can conduct electricity. Should say akwazi ukutransmitter or to transport or to conduct gas, electric current. So that's the basic message le uthi imeanja. So ama electrolytes, we can have strong, we can have weak electrolytes, and we must try to know ama examples. Wow, we can have strong electrolytes, we can have ama weak electrolytes. So sinama strong electrolytes and then sibe nama weak electrolytes. So sinama strong electrolytes, sibe nama weak electrolytes. So ahlukanisa kanjani? Lawa ama strong electrolytes, they do what? They dissolve completely, they dissociate completely. Which should say local. Should say if we assume barium chloride is a strong electrolyte, must it dissolve in a solvent izohlukana into barium 2 plus nobani no Cl minus completely. Meaning when we look at this reaction, angeke size simthole barium chloride anymore because uzenzanjani uzobasehlukene into barium nobani no Cl minus. So it means a strong electrolyte, it dissociates completely in a solvent. So for us to say that, it means if barium chloride, when they say we are strong electrolytes, it means it will dissociate into barium 2 plus and Cl minus, all of it. Mhlampe masingaqala with a 9 moles of barium chloride. wonke lo 9 moles wenza njani uhlukane into what, into 9 moles of barium 2 plus and 9 moles of ubani of Cl minus. So it means it is dissociated completely, so it's a strong electrolyte. So most of the time, strong electrolytes, we refer to most of them as base, the acids and bases. So acids and bases, the strong bases and strong acids, they are strong electrolytes because remember, we define strong bases in a strong base in acid, they can dissociate completely in water to form ions. So for example, if you say H2SO4, H2SO4, which is sulfuric acid, is strong acid angisho. So a strong acid iyaba is strong electrolyte. When you dissolve this strong acid into a solvent, it will dissociate completely. Which would say at equilibrium, what will happen? Angeke usamthola ubani u-H2SO4 because sehlukene completely into its ions. So u-H2SO4 particularly uyahlukana inside water when you dissolve it, and then it becomes HSO4 minus angisho plus ubani SO4. Okay, HSO4 minus, is it H3O plus? Okay, we must have H3O plus, and then sibe nobani HSO4 minus kanje. So isuke lana ngisho, but since it dissociates completely, nalo HSO4 minus uzohlukana naye. So it means HSO4 minus will also dissociate in the same water. Meaning the H ions, remember the hydrogen is being donated the proton. So we'll form more H3O plus ubani plus SO4 2 minus. Once it's at this point, it is dissociated completely. So it means we don't have anything that contains a proton anymore. So say it dissociated completely, we say that this is a strong electrolyte. Should say at equilibrium, masocinga concentration, masenza ma square brackets kanjena sibiza nge-equilibrium molar concentration angisho. So the molar concentration of H2SO4 at equilibrium, it has to be ubani 0.00 molar because H2SO4 wonke has dissociated uhlukene into these ions to produce these ions. So we can have concentration for konke lokho, but HSO4, the H2SO4, the initial thing, always strong acid dissolving, we don't have it anymore. So this represents equilibrium molar concentration. Chusi mase kwenzeke equilibrium lana, when the rate of the forward and the reverse direction are now equal, then we know uthini lo HSO4 wonke so hlukene. So yeah, that's just about it. Nothing too much. Now we want to integrate again. Now, since we have said a solute dissolves in a solvent, so a solute dissolves in a solvent. So the ability of into uthi dissolve kwenye into sibiza nge-solubility. So when you hear the word solubility, we are talking about basically how much of something dissolves. So solubility kanjeni. So solubility uchaza ukuthi how much of a substance dissolves in a what? In a solvent. All right. So solubility, it describes ukuthi when we put a certain solute, must dissolve isolute ethile with solvent. Izodissolve kangakanani, noma how much of it will it dissolve. So kahle isolubility concentration kahle kahle. Molar concentration yento edissolvile is the molar concentration of the dissolved substance. Okay, the molar concentration of the dissolved ions. Okay, let's just say ions. For example, if we take barium iodate, and then since we put it in water, and then air dissociator into barium 2 plus U2 iodate ions minus kanjeni. At this point, what is happening? At this point, if we start with barium iodate othile, to be able to determine ukuthi usoluble kangakanani, sizodetermine ukuthi kahle ama products, the ions that have been formed, how much are they? How many are they? Because kahle solubility sichaza ukuthi ingakanani into dissociated, how much is separated. Because remember we said when something is dissolving, it separates angisho. So when we are talking about the solubility, we are trying to say uthini, we want to see how much of this or how much of this has been prepared. So makuthiwa calculate solubility. In other ways, they are trying to say calculate concentration yani yama products. And the concentration yama products izolingana ngisho. Concentration at equilibrium, equilibrium concentration ka barium 2 plus lana, it is always equal to is equals to 2 times the equilibrium concentration ka bani ka iodate according to the molar ratio. So if lana we have got 7 molar of barium ions are dissolved noma esiwatholile ku solution, it means ukuthini nangale we're gonna have 7 of them as well. So basically masithi is calculate molar solubility, the formula molar solubility of a certain thing, molar solubility of barium iodate in this case ulingana nani kahle kahle, it is equals to the concentration of barium plus ions that have dissolved. So solubility ahlahle sifuna ukuthi into ihlukene kangakanani, because ahlahle sesichazile ukuthi when we are dissolving something iyahlukana into its ions. So masingabuka ukuthi ama ions angakanani esinawo, we can determine ukuthi how thina sifake okungaka but ama ions esiwatholayo anjeni. So we can say, we can be able to calculate solubility from that fact. So that is known as molar solubility. Yeah. You can just say it is molar solubility. So we can just take a question here to try to see what does anything make sense. This piece is slow. Okay. All right, but it's fine. Let's just continue. But please catch this formula. Makuthiwa molar solubility of something. What are they trying to say? They are trying to say ukuthi thola concentration ya 2 plus or ya barium 2 plus. All right. So thola equilibrium concentration of barium 2 plus. You'll be finding solubility. Wuthi khona i-problem engifuna senze lana, but the slide lesi siya stuck. Okay, it's fine. Let's just continue with it. Sazobuya ku question. Okay, so now sifuna uyi-introduce i-chemical equilibrium into this whole thing, because kahle kahle at equilibrium it means uthini, it means ukuthi i-reaction yakho ayisashintshi anything, nothing is changing anymore. So when you say that the reaction is at equilibrium, we know that chemical equilibrium just means uthini, the rate of forward reaction, it is now equal to the rate of a reverse reaction. This actually means that nothing is changing anymore. Reaction yakho, in other ways it has ended, but because irreversible it continues, but otherwise reaction yakho isuyenza njani iphelile. So the chemical equilibrium, we know that it has got into esibiza ngama equilibrium constants. Try to remind yourself of Illich Chatelia's principle that talks about what happens when you add something, what happens when you do what. But basically, we have got equilibrium constants expressions. So we have got expressions known as equilibrium constants. So equilibrium constants, they are basically represented by K. Ngaba KC, KSP, KW, K ban. But equilibrium constant, we are talking about the relationship between the product and the reactant. So UK is equals to the concentration of the product in aqueous solution. I'm sure in grade 12 you're dealing with gases, like expression bofaka gases. But now we are doing aqueous solutions. So you do concentration of products over concentration of reactants. So the ratio of these two, it is known as the equilibrium constant expression. So equilibrium constants, it can represent many things. It can be in terms of molar concentration and different types of things. So let us start with the basic one, the one of water. So when you have got water, H2O plus H2O, water can self-ionize. It means it can donate a proton to itself. It's more like a disproportionation reaction with inorganic chemistry. So water can self-ionize isiphe ubani, isiphe H3O plus OH minus. So this is the self-ionization of water. So kushuthi lana H oyi-1 can be donated to lo munye water, and then this can give us ubani, this. So whenever you have got a solution, always know that water is always self-ionizing. So this self-ionization reaction we say is known as autoprotolysis. So the reaction whereby water is self-ionizing, normal water is giving itself a proton, or that exchange. Sibiza ngani? Ni autoprotolysis. So whenever you have got amanzi, always amanzi, they are always giving it, they are always self-ionizing. So they are always self-ionizing. So we always have a reaction when you've got water. So basically, angeke basabhala H2O plus H2O, bazovela babhale kube ubani, kube u2H2O kanjeni. So they will just say this is 2H2O. But when I wrote H2O plus H2O so that you can see ukuthi H is being donated. So bazobhala into kanjeni. This is known as an autoprotolysis reaction. Try your best to understand it. It's very important. So if we want to do EK constant for this, equilibrium constant for water, we would have to say concentration kabani ga H3O plus times concentration kabani ga OH minus. Wonke siyawafaka ku equilibrium constant because wonke they are in aqueous solution. Wonke sibhala uAQ ku, they are in aqueous solution. So concentration of this times concentration of this over concentration of the initial thing ubani H2O, and then there is a squared. Kanjeni. Squared. And then this one is expression yethu, equilibrium constant expression, because it's products over reactants angisho. Molar equilibrium concentration of products over reactants. So when we multiply there, this is KH2O, so our KH2O squared is equals to H3O plus times OH minus concentration. And from here, we can apply we can apply this and say KH2O simbiza nge constant ekubizwa ubani KW. So KW it is the self-ionization constant. I don't know, ion product constant of what, something like that. So KW, this is actually KW is equals to the concentration of H3O plus times the concentration of OH minus. So please keep this expression in mind. We say KW is this times this. And KW, it only changes with its temperature. At 25, we usually use it at 25 degrees Celsius. It is 1 times 10 to the power minus 14 at 25 degrees Celsius. But it can change. I'm sure they can give us they can give us the expression to represent that, but basically it's something like this. So this is the expression. It's a KW. Usually, if they don't tell you values, it's at 40 degrees, no matter anything. It's always 1 times 10 to the power minus 14 mole. So this is UKW for water. We try to multiply the concentration of these two ions. So this is an example of an equilibrium constant that we can do. There is another equilibrium constant enye futhi esibiza KSP. KSP, it is the solubility product constant, okay? For example, we are still on equilibrium constant. We take barium iodate. Barium iodate, we say it in water. We are into barium 2 plus 2 times iodate minus IO3 minus. And from here, if we want to do EK expression, obvious these ions exist in aqueous solution. Ions, they do not have any other way of existing besides in aqueous solution. So from here, we can say we see EK expression for barium iodate, for dissolved barium iodate will be equals to concentration of our products we have got the concentration of barium 2 plus times the concentration of bani IO3 minus. Since this is 2, according to the balanced equation, this is to the power 2. And then over the concentration of bani initial barium iodate 2, which is the concentration of the reactant. And if we cross multiply this from EK expression, we can say this is K into barium iodate 2. And then this is equals to the concentration of barium 2 plus times iodate 2 kanjani. And this combination, mawenza K for a certain thing that is dissolving, simbiza KSP, is known as a solubility product constant. Yeah, it's a solubility product constant. So a solubility product constant, it applies to anything it dissolves. But masikhuluma nge-ionization yamanzi sithi uKW, siyibiza nge-ionization product constant. But when we are talking about any other state, any other substance, siyibiza ngo-KSP, solubility product constant, is equals to concentration of barium 2 plus times the concentration of IO3 minus squared kanjani. And each and every substance in our KSPY, so they must provide it in an appendix or something like that. So each and every substance in a KSPY. For example, the KSP for, okay, here they didn't give us the KSP, but these are examples of ama equilibrium constant. Tina, we usually focus on this one, UKW. We also focus on the solubility product constant, UKSP, as well as the dissociation constant. So once we are done with these three, we are done with the topic. So basically, we're gonna focus on this. We already take this one. Focus egulena, spin focus egulena. So from here, this is known as KSP. So each and every substance in KSPY. For example, barium iodate, KSPY, I think it's 1.57 times 10 to the power something. Or KSP substitute. So they must give you the value. They must give you the value. So keep it in mind, solubility product constant. And then now, back to KW. Say KW is equals to a concentration of this times this angel. So if we apply if we do a P function on each of them, if we do a P function, that is, if you are going to say negative log of this, negative log of this, negative log of this, you are going to find another expression for PKW. So this one will be negative log of ubani, KW is equals to negative log of this concentration of H3O plus times concentration of OH minus. Kanjani. So mouse of our negative log on both sides of the equations. Uzothola ukuthini a negative log of something, a P function angisho. So remember, the P function of something is equals to negative log of that thing. So masibona negative log ka KW uyini uyi-P function ka KW. And here, according to the laws of logarithms, when you are multiplying two things, you have to do what? You have to add the log of each. So this has to be negative log of H3O plus negative log of H minus, which is just going to be negative log of OH minus. And from here, we can say PKW is equals to negative log of this will be, remember, negative log of hydronium ions, pH. So it is the pH. Remember, the pH is equals to negative log times the concentration of H3O plus. And negative log of OH, POH. So in case banganeza PKW, banganeza ne pH at that position, ungamthola POH. POH, you just need the concentration yabani ka OH minus in that particular thing. So that is the basic that I wanted us to build on and try to see if we can do something. Yeah. So please let's catch this expression. All of these expressions, let's try to understand them. And then what else? Oh yeah, this is positive POH njalo. So remember, vele negative log OH minus ulengana nobani no positive POH. So this is positive POH. It's fine. I am funny question land. All right, here it is. So example 9.1 here. calculate the hydronium and hydroxide ion concentrations at 25 degrees and 100 degrees. So just for lokho sesikwenzile asibuyeni la. So to calculate the hydronium, hydronium is H3O+, hydroxide is OH-, ion concentration of pure water. So once we are calculating something yamanzi, just know that will include the self-ionization yamanzi. So at 25 degrees Celsius and at 100 degrees Celsius. So here they are looking for concentrations. They are looking for the concentrations. So from here, into what do we have? We have got 25 degrees Celsius. Remember, KW differs with it differs with temperature. So KW kungenze ukuthi ube high, kungenze ukuthi ube phansi, depending on the temperature. But at 25 degrees Celsius, ulingana nobani 1 times 10 to the power minus 14. And then at 100 degrees Celsius, I think it is equals to, but there is an appendix, near everything you'll be given. I think it's 40 something. At 100 degrees Celsius, because lana KW here at this point is 1 times 10 to the power minus 14. And then at 100 degrees Celsius, what is it equal to? 49 times 10 exponent negative 14. Yabo. So here you have got to KW, nalana you have got to bani, KW. So here they say calculate the hydronium ion and hydroxide ion concentration, right, of pure water at 25 degrees Celsius and at and at 40 degrees Celsius. So amanzi, naturally we know that the pH of water is equals to bani 7. Angish. So pH yamanzi is equals to 7. So this means that concentration ga H3O plus ilingana ne concentration ga bani ga OH minus. So for water njalo, only for water. Water with nothing else inside. Asihlanganise enye into ezonyusa pH. So whenever you've got water alone, concentration of H3O plus is equals to concentration of bani of OH minus. Right? And here we can say KW is equals to concentration of H3O plus times the concentration of OH minus. And KW, remember, we started 25 degrees Celsius. At 25 degrees Celsius, it says 1 times 10 to the power minus 14. But mathematically, we know that these two things are equal. So we can just replace the concentration of OH minus with the concentration of H3O plus, because they will have the same concentration. So we can just say this is the concentration of H3O plus squared. I'm sure we can agree on that given this statement. Yes, I'm sure you guys have some mathematics a bit. So you do the square root of both sides, The concentration of H3O plus there will be equals to 1 times 10 to the power of negative 7 mole per liter. So in lena the concentration ga H3O plus. And this olingana the concentration ga bani ga OH minus. Because pH of water is 7. The ions are equal to one another. They have the same concentration. So that's why into yakho in neutral. Ubu acid nobu base biyalingana at pH 7. Only if you have got water alone with nothing else. So is it going to be hard to find such? Is it going to be hard? At 40 degrees Celsius, you're gonna do the same thing. At 100 degrees Celsius, you're gonna use the same expression. Nakona patu KW wako, remember telling anobani is 40 times 10 to the power of negative 14 is equals to a concentration ga H3O plus squared, and then you square both sides. You put a square root on both sides. Uthole ini concentration ga H3O plus at 40 degrees or 800 degrees Celsius. So when you are just dealing with amanzi alone, when you're dealing with water alone, you don't have to worry about many things, because water on its own, it doesn't have that much effect. So water on its own, you know the pH is 7, H3O plus no OH minus. Only when you've got water alone, please make sure there is nothing else dissolved lab. Because the question lab if you have to calculate the hydronium and hydroxide ions. in water. Yep. 49. Oh yeah. So it's 49 there, and then you find whatever concentration that is for water alone. But asinyuke nayo ke manje and do something that has got something else besides water alone. Okay, so now let's take something with something like this. Calculate the hydronium and hydroxide ion concentration. We are still looking for H3O plus and OH minus concentration. And we are also going to calculate pH and pOH. We are looking for 4 things in total. Of 0.200 molar aqueous sodium hydroxide at 25 degrees Celsius. Manje, we don't have water alone. Mawati is an aqueous NaOH. It means the NaOH is dissolved inside water. So we don't have water alone. We have got water and NaOH in there. So do not assume, number one, don't assume also H3O plus or OH minus at this point. You can only do that when you are told to you are dealing with water alone. There's nothing else. But manje, we have got sodium hydroxide, which is increasing in concentration of ions at Hilelan. So now, how would we deal with this? How would we deal with this? Because Lana, we are looking for OH3O plus, no OH minus. If we know the concentration, the molar concentration of NaOH at 25 degrees Celsius. Nothing starts without a reaction. Try to make a reaction first. A reaction yakho ime kanjani? Sino NaOH angisho. This is NaOH. And then it is dissociating in water to produce Na plus ions and OH minus ions. Maybe it's a half mark. Maybe it's a half mark. So probably you're gonna get it. So NaOH, NaOH is dissociate kanjani. And we know that in water there is always lento yakabani ka self-ionization. So in water there is always self-ionization. So we know that at the same time water is going through autoprotolysis. That means it is creating OH3O plus and ubani and OH minus in aqueous solution. So it's creating it's creating NH3O plus and OH minus. So Lana, at this point, we look at solubility. First of all, NaOH, if I can ask, is it a strong or a weak electrolyte? It's a strong electrolyte because it's a strong base. So a strong base, it is a strong electrolyte. And we have been given a molar concentration here to say that it is equals to 0.200 molar. So this is the molar concentration of NaOH. Should see 0.200 molar, molar concentration, normal analytical concentration. Uzo dissociate wonke, it will separate all of it to form into engakanani. It will form Na plus. How much Na plus will be formed by this thing? 0.200 molar exactly. Why is that? Because this is a strong electrolyte. It dissociates completely in a solvent, in water particularly. So lana mawufake emanzini lento le izohlukana yonke. It means when we started with 0.2 molar here, this will count as 0.2 molar here, and ubani was 0.200 molar. Our concentrations, they are not additive, remember. So we know we have this as the equilibrium molar concentration, and we have this as equilibrium molar concentration. So now, considering that now, let's say manje OH minus, wait, how much OH minus is formed? How much OH minus is formed? Remember uthi lana there is an autoprotolysis reaction, nangisho. So it means uthi lana we also have OH ofomekayo. Ufomwa yini? Amanzi, they are reacting with itself, angisho. But at the same time we are also forming OH ngaphezulu. We are forming OOH in what? In both reactions. That is why ngithe unga assume ukuthini H3O plus is equals to bani OH minus. It is because now we have another substance that is contributing our OH, that is dissociating, creating our OH minus. So it won't be the same as just water with nothing else. So at this point, do we know OH minus concentration at this point? For water, it's always ubani. For water, it's 1 times 10 to the power minus 7. But for NaOH, it is producing ubani 0.200 mole. So do you see OH wethu nama sources are 2. So remember equation here they say calculate concentration ya OH minus nobani no H3O plus at 25 degrees. So OH minus wethu it will be coming from ubani, it will be coming from NaOH. Ile yokuqala, it is this one that is dissociated from ubani NaOH. Plus OH minus ophuma kubani water. So it is coming from the autoprotolysis of water. Makucaca ukuthi una 2 sources of ubani OH minus. So there are 2 sources of OH minus. So at this point OH minus wakho will be equals to the one that is coming from NaOH. Sithozolinga nobani no 0.200 molar exactly, because this is a 1-to-1 ratio ngisho. So basically NaOH mawuzo dissociator, it creates 1 mole of sodium plus and 1 mole of OH minus. Similarly, since this dissociates completely, low 0.200 molar, all of it is going to separate into this and that. So we are allowed to say the concentration alona na lona they are the same or they are equal. So it's 0.200 molar plus this one from autoprotolysis is 1 times 10 to the power minus 7. And then this is molar. But lana again, OH minus wakho, when you add this, 1 times 10 to the power minus 7 is a very small value. It's a very small value because this is 0.0000000 basic value 1 after 7 zeros. So this one will be very insignificant because the answer here would be 0.200. And then what is it gonna be? Please add it for me, Spawn. Just add this and this. About 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. So do you see it is actually equals to 0.2? Yeah, it is actually equal to 0.2. Then say we are sure you say therefore the concentration kabani ga OH ga OH low osuka ku NaOH, it is very very big or it is very very large compared to ubani the concentration ga OH leso kubani ku autoprotolysis, because this one that has been produced by water, considering that water at 25 degrees Celsius, it produces this amount of OH minus ions. So this one that has been produced by water, it is very small relative to this one. So actually this one is an insignificant thing. Should you conclude that therefore you are zipping it and you are saying this is OH minus is equals to 0.200 mole. Yeah. So this process of adding here, it is just you have got 2 sources of OH minus. You don't have only OH minus or one. So you have to add the other source, which is autoprotolysis, because water is always creating or producing H3O plus ions no OH minus. And once you know OH minus, can you find the OH3O plus? It's now easier because OKW is equals to concentration of OH minus and the concentration of H3O plus. And OKW at 25 degrees Celsius, according to this, they say it was at 25 degrees Celsius. So at 25 degrees Celsius, OKW is 1 times 10 to the power of minus 14. Now this is 0.200 molar and then times the concentration of H3O plus at equilibrium. You divide both sides, you find the concentration of H3O plus as the final answer. I think it was part of a test a science for the first time. So H3O plus ungakanani lapho 5.00 times 10 to the power of negative 14 molar, just to shorten things. All right. So this is ubani H3O plus. And wasekuthiwa thola ini pH ne pOH angeke sasihlula lokho angisho. pH obvious uzothi negative log times the concentration length. pOH you're gonna say negative log times this concentration, then you pass. I'm not going to do it. It's just going to take more time. So this was the one that was in our exam, in our test. Yeah, it was part of the test. So basically try your best to understand lento lega OH why lana si add abo OH about 2. It's because you have got two equations that are producing ubani ama OH minus ions. So if you don't write those equations, you won't even find this at all. So now we are done with water. We're not going to talk about water anymore. We'll now go to ezinyizinto if we are fine. Can you proceed? Is it fine? Okay, I think by majority it is. So let's just try to see here. What mass in grams of barium iodate with this smaller mass can be dissolved in 500 milliliters of water at 25 degrees Celsius? Now we are going with the what? With the high order. Now we are going up and up and up. So the question says, what mass? They want a mass in grams. They want a mass in grams of barium iodate that can be dissolved in 500 milliliter. This is the volume of water that we're going to dissolve this at 25 degrees Celsius. At 25 degrees Celsius, keep it in mind, we'll say, okay, W is already 1 times 10 to the power minus 14. So whenever you see 25 degrees Celsius, log. Okay. Now, let's just say given here, I will give you the KSP value because it's always given. So now, given UKSP of barium iodate, so I'll give you the KSP of barium iodate to be equal to 1.57 times 10 to the power of minus 9 molar. So KSP what? This is the equilibrium, the solubility product constant, KSP. So lana kuthiwani, what mass in grams? What mass in grams of this? Should this mass kabani? Barium iodate, the one that we start with. That can be dissolved in that volume of water at 25 degrees Celsius. Now we have to try to find a mass when we know KSP. Now KSP wethu lapha. First of all, once bakunikeza KSP kanjeni, first you write the reactions, no matter the equations that you are having. You have got barium iodate. Barium iodate dissociating into barium 2 plus ions in aqueous solution plus iodate ions, that's 2 of them kanjeni according to the balanced equation. So this is also in aqueous solution. All right. So here we want to dissolve the lentolena in water. Okay, we can also count ilontojana water, but now we are most interested in this barium iodate. OH minus. Remember, OH minus no H3O plus, or hydronium no hydroxide. You talk about them when you are focusing on water. Here they didn't ask anything about water. We don't care about it. We are interested in this equilibrium taking place at this point. So we know tina uthi UKSP. UKSP, okay, qala uyenza uthi ibe K is equals to a concentration of products. I'm sure it's an equilibrium constant equation. Concentration of products barium 2 plus times the concentration of reactants. Okay, this is still products over concentration of barium iodate, a reactant, kanjeni. And then cross multiply K of barium iodate is equals to a concentration of barium 2 plus times the concentration of IO3 minus squared. And sithentina, this K of barium IO3 2 simiza ngobani mu KSP, the solubility product constant. So I can just wrap this off and say KSP is equals to this. All right. So this is the expression for KSP. Tina, ukuze sikwazi ukuthola mass that needs to be dissolved here, we need to try to say ukuthi barium 2 plus which is produced, how much is it? We want to we can try to see first molar solubility. Remember, stay molar solubility. Molar solubility lapho izolingana ne concentration kabani ga barium 2 plus that is dissolved. So molar solubility is equals to the concentration of barium 2 plus. Because once ungaba ne molar solubility, and molar solubility is just a concentration that is dissolved. Once you have got molar solubility, you can be able to find ilontujani. You can be able to find using a volume. You can find the number of moles, then find the mass that is asked. So let us try to use this expression KSP. Let us try to use this expression to be able to calculate our molar solubility. To be able to calculate our mass. All right. Now, KSP we do have it again. KSP for barium iodate is 1.57 times 10 to the power of minus 9 is equals to the concentration of barium 2 plus times the concentration of IO3 minus. All right. So remember one thing, when something is dissociating kanjeni, it will form an equal amount of barium 2 plus and O2 IO3 minus. Okay, we don't know ukuthi barium iodate is it a strong or a weak electrolyte as well as local, but what we definitely know is that molar concentration, equilibrium molar concentration of this one and the equilibrium molar concentration of this one, they are what? They are equal. Always, whenever you've got an equilibrium case, the concentration of this and this are equal. It can be a weak, a strong electrolyte. So we can say what's in here, because lana at this point, I'm sure tinasifuna upa concentration of barium 2 plus. And at this point, the expression here is in a two unknowns. Yabo. So let us try our best uthi lento lena unknown see express in terms of ubani barium 2 plus. So now we use the fact uthi concentration ga barium 2 plus, it is equal to the concentration ga bani ga 2 IO3 minus with its molar ratio. I'm sure this is a 1:2 ratio. So the moment when ukhohla your 2 loy, you assume this is a 1:1. So it's a 1:2 ratio. So molar concentration of equilibrium concentration of barium 2 plus is the same as 2 times equilibrium concentration of ubani iodate. And tina lana we do not want IO3 sifuna barium 2 plus angisho. So the expression yethu lena we want to express this in terms of bani Ba2 plus. And from this deduction we can just say dividing this side by 2, we can say the concentration of barium 2 plus divided by 2 is equals to the concentration of bani of IO3 minus. So we have something to replace la kubani IO3. Khona sokwazi ukuthola Ba2 plus, sokwazi ukuthola imass yethu. So mawufika lana we expression ka KSP, always strategize and try to see according to the reaction, how do these two things relate with each other according to the reaction. Yabo. Because lana, remember nagu water, we did a similar thing. We did a similar thing in water when we were just self-ionizing water. I think at some point we self-ionized water and we did a similar thing. To say when water is going through autoprotolysis, I don't know if I still have the reaction, but yeah, that when water is going through autoprotolysis kanjeni, something like this. When we reach a expression lena NOKW, kukhona la sifike khona UKW and then we two unknowns. Njengalana, you saw uthi lana we two unknowns, H3O plus besingamazi no OH minus besingamazi. But we knew ubani UKW at 25 degrees Celsius. But we use the fact uthini, the concentration of the product, it is always equal at equilibrium. That is why we say we can replace this with H3O plus squared. So nalana futhi ku solubility product constant, we do the same thing. We say the concentration of barium 2 plus will be 2 times the concentration of bani ka IO3. So we can replace IO3 here. We can replace the concentration of IO3 with ubani with barium 2 plus over 2. Because they are equivalent, no matter they are equal to one another. Sayibona ngisho. And then from here, is it 1 over 2? Is it 2 times? Oh, squared, we're not squared. Oh yeah? Alright, so there is a squared here, there is a squared here. Oh yeah, it's fine. According to the ratio there is a squared here. Okay. Alright, it's fine. IO3 is equals to 2 times Ba2 plus. Wait, as one and learn. Ba2 plus is equals to 2 times IO3, right? One and learn. This is equals to this. I don't know, here they are getting IO3 is equals to 2 times log. As one and ratio. Ba2 plus is to IO3 minus it is given by a ratio of 1:2. And tina, we have got a concentration kabani, we've got a concentration ka Ba2 plus. Okay, we have got a concentration ka Ba2 plus. We are looking for a concentration of this. It will be 2 times. It will be 2 times. The ratio can be confusing, my kanjeni. So try your best to just do it kanjeni. And say uthini, with the concentration ka Ba2 plus, it will be 2 times le kabani ka iO3 if you're gonna cross multiply correctly there. So it's 2 times there, not 1/2. Just kindly correct there. It's times 2. And then from here, it's no Ba2 plus, Ba2 plus. There's two terms that are like there, and we are multiplying them. So this will be equal to a concentration of Ba2 plus cubed. And then we divide by 2 on the other side. And then you find the cube root. I'm sure we divided by 2 on both sides. And then we cube root this. But take it step by step. I think it will give us the same thing. So concentration of barium 2 plus ulingana nobani? Cube root of 1.57 times 10 to the power minus 9 over 2. Ubani? 2, 5. Negative 4 mole. So now concentration ka Ba2 plus. Now tina remember we want the mass of into esiqale ngayo ngisho. So yeah. Or layer 2 times wenza njani? So it's going to be 4. All right, it's fine. It's the mathematics there. Divide by 4 then, and try to give me the answer. Hi, the mathematics is always catching us up. 7.32 times 10 kanjeni mole. All right. So i-concentration ka Ba2 plus iyona molar solubility angisho. Now, so now we have got a concentration of Ba2 plus. We can now use this fact. I should say molar solubility of barium iodate ilingana nani ne concentration kabani ka Ba2 plus or dissolved. So kufana nokuthi kahle here when we have got Ba2 plus, we have got molar solubility of the initial thing that we had. So the molar solubility of barium iodate is equals to 7.32 times 10 to the power minus 4 mole. So this is the amount that has dissolved. Remember, molar solubility find the concentration yani ya Ba2 plus, a product. And then from here, now that we've got the solubility, we can now find we can now find the mass. Because this insolubility is just concentration. Don't get wrapped too much around it. So the mass that needs to be dissolved of barium iodate. Remember that E concentration is equal to number of moles over volume. And here we have a solubility which is just a concentration. And we are looking for the number of moles over the volume. But it dissolve over a volume and then over 500 milliliters again. So this is 0.5 liters. From here you find the number of moles, and from the number of moles you find the mass. So please try to follow these steps exactly as they are, with it's a systematic approach in there from 1, 1, 1, 1. So it's really Ban 66. Okay, moles of ubani of barium, moles of barium iodate. And then from the number of moles, when the mass over, the molar mass of barium iodate we were given nakhona, it is 487 grams per mole. So this is 487 grams per mole is equals to 3.66 times 10 to the power minus 4 mole. And then from here, you can find the mass, and then this is the mass of barium iodate that you need to dissolve so that you can be able to produce this amount of thing. What do we get there? 0.178 grams of barium iodate that needs to be dissolved. So we need to dissolve this amount of barium iodate in water so that we can produce that thing that we're given lab. Yeah, at 25 degrees we need to, at 25 degrees Celsius we need to dissolve this mass of barium iodate. So now my steps, you start at step 1. We are just reaction dissociation. Right, molar solubility is equal to concentration yani ye product. And then you do in EK expression, products over reactants. KSP will be equal to this times this. And then again calculation. Alright, KSP is 1.57 times 10 to the power minus 9. And then when you are at this point, try your best to express low IO3 in terms of ubani, UPA2 plus. The safest way, use the ratio 1:2. When I often express this thing in terms of ubani, UPA2 plus, okay? Because lana, iodate, it is 2 times logabani barium. So iodate has to be 2 times concentration of barium according to the ratio. And then after that, you replace that in terms of ubani, in terms of barium, you solve in equilibrium concentration of barium 2 plus. Molar solubility will be equals to this. After finding this, once you can find a concentration, they can ask a number of moles or mass or volume. Anything else can arise from there. But this is the molar solubility. And then you proceed to find the mass using the given information. Is it hard? I don't know. It needs time and patience. Okay, so case 1 law. Alright, lawyer case 1. We also have got case 2 whereby we've got a common ion effect. So case 1, remember, we had barium iodate, into barium and iodate ions. And we did not have any common ions because we only had barium iodate 1. Okay? Because here, our question learned, we had barium iodate 1 and into barium and iodate ions. But now, seswenza into series angani, a common ion effect. 9. Okay? So, a common ion effect here, it's one of the mass effects that can happen from Illich-Chatelier's principle. So ibona with practice, utkona sobona uthi how do you deal with it? Okay, so to calculate the molar solubility of barium iodate in a solution that is 0.0200 molar in barium nitrate. So siyawonti lana sine solution but the solution lena it doesn't have only one thing. It has got barium iodate, it also has got barium nitrate. What is the common thing between these two? Barium. So all of these two in this solution, maybe you are dissolving them in water. All of them when you dissolve in water, these are dissociator and they will form barium 2 plus. So this is a common ion effect because you are adding 2 things that contains the same type of ions. Because barium iodate, also contains barium ions as well as ubani, barium nitrate. So we can try to write the expressions because lana, according to the given information, we have got barium iodate. So barium iodate, to write the equilibrium equation yayo, we know that it separates into barium 2 plus in aqueous solution plus iodate ions, 2 of them, iodate ions in aqueous solution as well. Kanjeni. But they also say we are not only having this, we also have got barium nitrate. Barium nitrate, you also have to write the equilibrium equation yakhe. BaNO3, kanjeni, barium nitrate. It separates into bani, into barium 2 plus in aqueous solution plus nitrate, NO3, 2NO3 minus in aqueous solution. So manje we have got 2 equilibria that is happening. So we have got the equilibrium of barium iodate and the equilibrium of barium nitrate. And they are all in the solution of water here. So at this point, to calculate the molar solubility, bafuna molar solubility angisho of ubani barium iodate. Remember, in molar solubility, we know that molar solubility, it is equals to a concentration kabani, it is equal to a concentration of barium 2 plus. This is the expression for ubani molar solubility. Molar solubility of barium iodate will be equal to the concentration of barium 2 plus. But note here, now we have got a different scenario because at this point it's not 2 sources of ubani, barium 2 plus. Just as that the barium 2 plus is not only contributed by barium iodate, but also by ubani, barium nitrate. Shuti, this is producing barium 2 plus, this is also producing ubani, barium 2 plus. So when the moment you are going to say wutini, molar solubility will be equals to the concentration of barium 2 plus O1. It won't be fair because when you look at the solution, uzobona abo Ba2 plus that are coming from this one as well. Yabo. And Leonto doesn't really determine solubility. Because remember, solubility is into it dissociates kangakanani. How can you see into it dissociates kangakanani when there is something else adding barium ions? So your thing won't be valid, it won't be correct. So here we have got a common ion. So this common ion here will cause ukuthi sibe nabo barium 2 plus abaningi. So it must be solution yethu in a solubility engaka, it will be false. So using this, we cannot credit it because we have got another source of ubani, Ba2 plus. We can only say this if we have got only one source of Ba2 plus because he has to say low Ba2 plus, like for example, guys, land, low Ba2 plus is nylon. Simtate from barium iodate kuphela. So masifuna molar solubility ka barium iodate, we're going to look at this Ba2 plus because low Ba2 plus will be allowed. But at this point, we have got 2 sources. So if you're going to look at the concentration of Ba2 plus, we're going to include an LASB and it will be a wrong thing. So we can look at this one. This is an uncommon ion. Look at these 2. These 2 are uncommon ions. So IO3 is not the same as NO3. So the second ion there is different. So molar solubility will be determining it based on abo IO3 baungaka produced, not abo Ba2 plus, because Ba2 plus will make this thing invalid. So why singesi sesibale NO3 sifuna molar solubility kalona? So this one doesn't produce NO3. We leave this one. We focus on this one the most. So we can say here, we can do a ratio between barium iodate and ubani IO3 minus, and it's a 1:2 ratio. So it means 1 BaIO3 will produce 2 moles of that. 1 mole of this will produce 2 moles of that. Shuthi lana molar solubility yethu masifuna in terms of IO3. We say asiyazi lena ngisho, and then we want to express this one in terms of IO3 minus. It would have to be 2 times that. Because here this will be, okay, will it be half of or 2? Let's just see. How do you express UPaIO3? Okay, UPaIO3 will have to be half of ubani of lona ngisho. So yeah, UPaIO3 will have to be half of this. So molar solubility in terms of this, it must be in terms of ubani, in terms of half of OiO3 minus. So you just do the cross multiplication. 2x is equals to this, and then you divide by 2 on both sides. Kanjeni. But the sole idea here, you relate barium iodate nobani, no iodate ion. Don't use UPA2 plus. Remember the reason for that. So at Tina will be focusing on this one the most. But now, according to the statement, let me just read it once again. The statement says we have got this concentration of barium nitrate. So 0.0200 molar of barium nitrate. Okay, so lana we are given to say the second equilibrium lana the molarity is 0.0200 molar. All right. So now how are we going to proceed with concentration of Ba2 plus lana? Concentration of Ba2 plus esoba nayo lana azoba u2. So concentration of Ba2 plus in total will be concentration of Ba2 plus esuka lana plus the concentration of Ba2 plus esuka kuphi esuka from the other equilibrium. So the total one will be concentration of barium 2 plus from the first equilibrium, yeah, from barium iodate, plus concentration of barium 2 plus from ubani, from barium nitrate. Kanjeni. Once you write my equation, it's very easy to see. Actually, lente common ion asiqali manje because sesizayina last no OH about 2. We are still applying the same technique. At this point, barium 2 plus wakho, it is made up of two things. It is made up of barium 2 plus oswalana, ne barium 2 plus oswalana. So if you were just going to use this one alone, it would have been wrong. Okay. So from here now, we are just going to substitute. Concentration of Ba2 plus here would have to be equals to the concentration from iodate. Sithe ilingana nobani? Ilingana no 1/2 times iodate ions. Plus the concentration of Ba2 plus from barium nitrate. Barium nitrate is a strong electrolyte. Okay, I'll try to give a table of examples, but it's a strong electrolyte. So it means the barium nitrate, it dissociates completely to form ubani, barium 2 plus, no nitrate ions. Shuti, since we have the molar concentration to be 0.0200 molar of barium nitrate, it means that barium 2 plus, lo sugalana, it will have the same molarity, 0.0200 molar. Considering this one is a what? Strong electrolyte. If we weak electrolyte, angeke kwenze kanjalo. Because the weak electrolyte, it partially dissociates. So try to know my examples of my strong and my weak so that you can identify them. So the molarity of this is also going to be 0.0200 mole. Okay, the equilibrium molar concentration. This one is the analytical. So from here, we can say this is equals to 0.0200 mole. So barium 2 plus wonke wethu ukanjeni. This is the correct expression for ubani Ba2 plus. Now we can move because remember lana we calculate in solubility, right? Yes. So now we can now introduce our KSP expression. Remember, for us to find solubility, we need KSP of barium iodate. KSP is equals to concentration of ubani Ba2 plus times concentration of iO3 minus squared. You start with this. Is it 2 here? I think so. If I'm not mistaken, you check with me. Is it 2 or it's 1? It's 1, 2. Or the 2 we put it as a squared, njalo. Yeah, the 2 we put it as a squared. Nangu 2 lapha, since it's coming from a K expression. It's fine. So KSP weight, we know it's a 1.57 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 9. And then concentration of barium 2 plus lana. the total concentration here will be this one plus this one. So the concentration will be this one plus this one. Why uPa2 plus wethu semi-expresse ngale ndlela? It is because remember sithe uPa2 plus angeke sikwazi ukumsebenzisa wonke because it's coming from two different sources. So make sure that kuyabonakala nakho lokho. So this is 1/2 iO3 minus. La sifayithela ukwenza njani? Ukuthola i-concentration kabani? Ka-iO3 minus. That's the one that will determine our solubility. uPa2 plus is not reliable because we have two sources of it. So we write this in terms of 0.0200 mole. And then this is times the concentration of iO3 minus squared. And then again now, this is going to be what? A cubic. Whatever that is. But it's going to be some cubic function. I'll just find the solution. I'll just find the solution. All right. So here there's okay, it's fine. There's an assumption that you have to make because we are not doing maths, we are doing chemistry. So the assumption lana, hey, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make this assumption at any time, any given time. The assumption here that we have to make, it is to say, lana back at this thing. The assumption is so it is to say, half of iO3 minus. It is a very, 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 very small number. Let's just see what allows us to say that. Okay, OKSP, yeah, OKSP is smaller. So when OKSP is smaller, you can assume lama ions that are produced here, they are what? They are going to be very, 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 very small as well. Because OKSP were to ensure it is 1.57 times 10 to the power minus 9. So it's 0.00000 about 9 versus 157. So it's a very, 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 very small value. It tells us that we're going to produce uPa2 plus omncane and iO3 minus omncane. Negligible concentrations. So you are allowed to assume only if uKSP wakho omncane. So you make an assumption because otherwise you can do the cubic algebra thing to find an accurate thing. So the assumption here is saying since uKSP is solubility product constant of barium iodate, it is a very small number. Since KSP is very small, then you can assume ama product iO3 minus and uPa2 plus, they're gonna be also very, very, very small amounts. So this is the assumption. Half of iO3 minus will be very, very smaller than low 0.02 mole. Because this one, low 0.0200 mole, it is also barium nitrate. So we're gonna assume that it is gonna be very bigger compared to the one in the first equation. But I told you reason uKSP megamncane. It means this one and this one will be very small. When you need to assume based on uKSP wakho mncane. Mncane kangakanani? Okay, mncane kangakanani? If uKSP wakho is greater than 10 to the power minus 3, then don't assume anything. Solve it. But if uKSP wakho it is less than 10 to the power negative 3, assume. uKSP wethu for barium iodate is times 10 to the power minus 9. Then you can assume to say the concentration of iO3 minus will be very small compared to 0.0200 molar also barium nitrate. So it will be very, very small. So now assuming that we can simplify our expression there and do the maths and say the concentration of barium 2 plus there. And sure lapha say concentration of barium 2 plus is equals to half of this plus that. But we can assume this is a very small number, right? So if we assume that this is a very small number, in mathematics it is insignificant, okay? So if this is an insignificant value, so we can just say barium 2 plus is approximately equal to this. So we can say from this, therefore barium 2 plus it is approximately equals to 0.0200 molar. So low barium 2 plus is it is the one coming from barium nitrate. The one coming from barium iodate is a very small number. due to KSP omncane. So hey, get used to making assumptions. I don't think there's anything else we can do about it. So yeah, let us now find the final thing now. According to our KSP, KSP was saying this is this times this, right? So from here, we can now simplify our KSP back here and say this is 1.57 times 10 to the power minus 9 will be equals to 0.0200. This is the concentration of Ba2 plus. Concentration of Ba2 plus times this one. The expression is slowly solved. It says a complex expression. That's why we dropped it, because there is a lot of algebra. But with an assumption, you can just say with this one, 0.200 molar times a concentration of IO3 minus. And then from here, you can solve with what is the concentration of IO3 minus squared. This is the actual thing that you are looking for. Yeah, after assumptions, we are looking for this because remember, as I say, our molar solubility, it is defined by half of this. So now, with an assumption of what Ba2 plus is approximately this. So this, okay, please solve this for me. The square root, just do the square root of 1.57 times 10 to the power minus 9 over 0.0200. That will be the concentration of IO3 minus. Lingano ban? Uban? Can we press a quick calculator kona associations? So 8 times 10 to the negative 4 mole. So remember, the question is molar solubility. And tinasite molar solubility too, we defined it as the molar solubility of this is equals to half of the concentration of IO3 minus. So this is half of 2.8 times 10 to the power minus 4 molar. And then whatever answer it is that you're going to get there is by molar solubility. Half of this, what do you get? Half of 28, 14. 1.4 times 10 to the power minus 4 molar. Is it hard? Yes. Hi, Bo. All right. Okay, let me make things simpler, guys. I don't know how I can make you to listen to me in a better way, but please, problem number one, there's no barium iodate alone, and we'll separate into barium 2 plus, no iodate ions. So sesithi molar solubility ilingana nani ne-concentration yabani ka barium 2 plus. It is because we're only looking at barium iodate will produce this amount. So we're not looking at any other things. So le scenario la uzothola khona barium iodate oyi-1 ungayiqaki wena calculate the concentration of this exactly as it is. Clear? When you have got two things that are producing the same ion, now you have a problem because lana you are having barium iodate, no barium nitrate. All of them, they are producing barium 2 plus ions. So in essential lana, you cannot say insolubility aloko izolingana nalawo nama concentration of barium 2 plus. It's because barium 2 plus we are uedwa ilo barium nitrate. Yabo. So thina sifuna barium 2 plus osuka kubani? Barium lona kuphela, barium iodate kuphela. But it's not easy to find that. So kungcono sisebenzise molar solubility yethu si measure based on ubani iodate, not barium 2 plus. Because barium 2 plus uedwa ubani u-edwa yilo lonto njani lo barium nitrate. It's a common ion effect. So rather use this one because it is not common. It is coming from ubani, u-Ba iodate. That's why molar solubility is half of this. It must be coming from this completely. There is no other thing eletha iodate ion beside ubani, u-BaIO3 minus. Okay, it's fine. And then you do hey Jehovah, you do lana barium 2 plus is two sources. Barium loso barium iodate, the one that is coming from barium iodate plus this one. This one uyithole kanjani? You use this the concentration of this one, because this one is a strong electrolyte, iyahlukana completely. And mase ihlukene, it gives you this. When it gives you this plus low barium 2 plus esingamazi, which is equals to half of IO3, you can substitute this into KSP. But you make an assumption here because KSP wako unjani mncane. When KSP, okay, when KSP is less than times 10 to the power minus 3, then you assume concentration yama products incane, it's insignificant. So if KSP wako, the solubility product constant, the one that they give you, is less than 10 to the power minus 3, assume concentration yama products incane, it doesn't contribute anything. It contributes a minor thing. But when KSP is larger than times 10 to the power minus 3, don't assume anything. So try your best to comprehend it. Common ion effect. I hope we understood there. Should we do another one in a common ion effect so that we can? Yes. All right. So let's do another one that has got a common ion effect. See, how do we deal with a common ion? There is a common ion here as well. Calculate the solubility of barium iodate in a solution prepared by mixing 200 milliliters of this concentration of barium nitrate with 100 milliliters of this concentration of sodium iodate. So now they want a solubility of barium iodate as well. But you are mixing this, that. You are mixing three things now. So we've got three equations, three equilibria occurring at that particular time. So first, you do what? Equation, please. Chemical equations. We don't go anywhere without a chemical equation. So as one lana we have got barium iodate. So here, this is actually a reaction that is giving you. If we notice carefully, lana, I don't know if it is correct, but basically barium nitrate. Because lana barium iodate, as we know the statement, so calculate the solubility of this in a solution prepared by. At this point. Lo barium iodate lona. Asim etanga, guys. We did not dissolve barium iodate. We have prepared ubani barium iodate. When you are preparing something, it means we are creating it. We are reacting two things to make that thing. So we are calculating the solubility of barium iodate in a solution prepared by mixing. So we prepared barium iodate by mixing 200 milliliters of 0.100 molar barium nitrate with this amount. So we have reacted these two things to give us barium iodate. So don't assume you have added barium iodate. No, you have mixed two things to find barium iodate. So I think the English here is very important to understand. All right, what are the reactants? It is these two things that are mixing sodium iodate, barium nitrate. Let us compute them and make a reaction. We start a reaction. So we have got barium nitrate. We have got barium nitrate plus what is the next one? Sodium iodate. Sodium iodate. And then this produced barium iodate, which we're interested in. It produced barium iodate. Plus, what is the other reactor, the other product that will come out here? Sodium nitrate, angisho. Yes, NaNO3, nano3, kanji. And then you probably balance the equation. Let's see, is this a balanced equation at this point? No. We add 2 here, this is 2Na. We add 2 here, it balances off, right? Please, a skill of writing chemical equations is very important because no one gave you anything. Even the solutions here, they don't have the equations. You have to write them on your own. Angwathatha indawo, ngwabhala manje nje. Yabona nje straight. So abone sonke. This is the chemical equation. We have mixed this and this to produce this. Kwasekuthiwa calculate the solubility of IO3 in that solution. All right. So now, as a exponent, let's see how many things were we given for each. They've said to Utilana, we've got 200 mils of barium nitrate. So the volume of barium nitrate is 200 mils. So that's 0.2 liters. So this is the volume, 0.2 liters. And then the molar concentration LAPO we've been given is 0.0100 molar of barium nitrate. And then what else have we been given? We've been given 100 mils. The volume of this has been given to be 0.1 liter, 100 mils of sodium iodide with a molarity of 0.100 mole. Guys, the format when you've got a format like this, what should you do, Wenj? When you've got a format like this of information, what are you expected to do? Ini? Senzani. If format now you've got all of the things, there's nothing unknown here. The format says you've got volume, concentration, volume, concentration. There is a limiting reagent. I always say this, guys. When you are given full information on both the reactants, there must be a limiting reagent. You have to first find that first. Guys, try to learn AMA format. When you've got 3 things, what is the formula? C1V1 over C2V2. When you've got only 3 things and 1 is missing. It can be 1 or this, it can be any one, but 3 things, 1 is missing. You do what? C1V1 over C2V2. That's a typical format titration. But Mauba's the total number of moles of both reactants. I repeat, I don't know for the millionth time. When you can find number of moles of both things, it means there is a what? A limiting reagent. Find the limiting reagents. That's the first step. Noma yipi question stoichiometry, noma gravimetry, noma yin. Maune information ephelele on both reactants. There must be something limiting. Find that first. So, no, even if you don't know, you calculate in. Maune format kanje na wana calculate. Labo half mark bazohlangana something. Number of moles. The moles of barium nitrate would have to be the concentration times its volume. And this is 0.0100 mole per liter times the volume of 0.2 liters. So you will find the moles. You find the moles of barium nitrate. This times this. What do we get? Because I'm having millimoles here. 2 point. Hayi bo. Hayi. Cela ukubreaka kancane. Ubani? Oh, okay, asithathe le uthi angisena space 0 point. Okay, it's fine. And then this is mole. And then you do the moles of the other thing as well. The moles of the sodium iodide. Concentration times volume. Nanoma ungazi kumele wenzeni, just calculate the number of moles. At least nje liyona leyo. And then you maybe kuzohlangana, but makungahlangani, the max will hlangana kanjani. 0.1 liters. And then the moles of sodium iodide. 0.01 mole. Okay. So you've got this. How do you then find the limiting reagent? Singa assume, Buffett. Let's try to not assume. Which one is the limiting reagent here? Remember, you do a molar ratio between these two. Try to see what here these are the number of moles of barium nitrate in 9. So barium nitrate is 2 non okay NiO3 kanjeni. The ratio there it is given by 1:2 angisho. 1:2. Alright, it's fine. Using this ratio of 1:2, barium nitrate is 90. Now how much is it? 0.02002 moles. How much of sodium iodate do we require? 2 times this is 0.004 mole. Shoot, these are the number of moles of sodium iodate esimdingayo to react completely with this, so that is formally a product is interested good. But in how many do we have? 0.01 mole of sodium iodate available. Now compare what you have and what you need. Which one is bigger between this and this? What you have, no matter what you need. What you have, Anisha, because this one is the required. So what you have is bigger than what you need. So NaIO3 is an excess reagent. This one is a limiting reagent. Okay, so at this point, now, here they say, to calculate the solubility of IO3. Now let's go back to our equation, because this one will be in excess. Now, calculate the solubility. We're interested on the solubility of this one. We're interested of solubility of BaIO3 2. So, how are we going to find that now? Now, let us first see, according to our equations lapho, into esinayo excess ingakanani. How much moles do we have in excess of NaIO3? Okay, let's just say the number of moles in excess of sodium iodate will be the initial one angisho minus the one that will react. So, first, siqale ngawaphi awungake esinawo available is 0.01 mole. How many of them will react na barium nitrate? The one that are required is 0.004 angisho. So yonke izenza njani izo-react akusaleni. So 0.004 mole will react. Why are we finding the excess of this? Okay, I'll explain just now. What is the number of moles in excess IO3? This minus that. .006 kanjeni moles. Alright, this one needs a bit more understanding. Here, solubility, remember, we said to the solubility BaIO3 singamdetermine nani the equilibrium concentration of Ba2 plus noma half of equilibrium concentration IO3 minus. You still remember us doing those steps angisho. So Tina, why did we even calculate the number of moles in excess here? Sifuna ukubona usahlahle IO3 lana, how much IO3 will be left? Because to find the solubility, you can either find the equilibrium concentration of Ba2 plus or equilibrium concentration of IO3 minus. But have this, please know how to calculate the limiting reagent. I did that in basic stoichiometry. So I'm sure that is enough. But know how to, whenever you've got that structure, to limiting reagent. And then now you've got the excess number of moles. From the excess number of moles, IO3 because for us to find solubility, we either need this or this. Yona Ba2 plus is not easy to find, but we can find the concentration of IO3 because we know how many moles of NaIO3 do we have. So, njengoba lana NaIO3 we have got 6 moles in excess, noma 6 moles available after the reaction is complete. It means the number of moles of IO3 minus na exazobani 0.006 mole. Why kunjalo? Obvious, this is sodium iodate. Kunabo iodate abawungaki la ku sodium oyi1. Angisho. La sodium iodate kunabo iodate abangaki oyi1. So the number of moles in excess ka sodium iodate will be the same as the what? It will be the same as the number of moles kabani ka IO3. Or you can do the ratio mawuthi awuboni kahle. NaIO3 uba kanjena kuba Na plus IO3 minus. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So the number of moles galonto njani ka NaIO3 in excess that are available azofana number of moles kabani ka IO3 minus. Because lawa siyawadinga to determine our solubility. But at this point we need a concentration kabani ka IO3 minus angisho. Because yona esideterminela isolubility. Concentration is equals to number of moles over volume. So from this we find that our number of moles is 0.006 mole. The volume now, remember, this is where we have to be careful. If volume ka IO3 ezoba khona izolingana nobani? Sesihlanganisile sesihlanganisile BaNO3 nobani no NaIO3. We have already mixed them. So ahlahle ama volumes wawo so we combined. So ahlahle the number of moles in excess they are existing in a larger volume. Obvious masohlanganisa u2 liters no 4 liters bese siyawahlanganisa bese masithola I number of moles in excess it is existing in 6 liters of solution because we have combined them, we have combined the liquids. So ungatholakali wena sosebenzisa lama volume lawa the initial volumes, because remember you are mixing these things in a beaker or something like that. So when you mix them, the volumes will be added. So this number of moles that are existing in excess are existing at a larger volume of the solution. So that larger volume will be the sum of 100 mils with 200 mils. So that's 300 milliliters of solution in total. The volume is conserved as well. So 300 milliliters is 0.3 liters. So this will be 0.3 liters. This is mole. You find the concentration of IO3. Okay, it's actually equilibrium concentration. After the reaction is complete at equilibrium, will be this over that. 0.006 over 0.3, what do we get? 0.002. And then this is going to be 1. Was 0 on a squared? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, pen. All right. So this is going to be molar.